Although as late as the time of Christopher Columbus, it was common to find people who thought the Earth was flat, and you can even find a few such people today. We can trace the roots of modern astronomy back to the ancient Greeks. Around 340 BC, the Greek philosopher Aristotle wrote a book called On the Heavens. In that book, Aristotle made good arguments for believing that the Earth was a sphere rather than flat like a plate. One argument was based on eclipses of the moon. Aristotle realized that these eclipses were caused by the Earth coming between the sun and the moon. When that happened, the Earth would cast its shadow on the moon, causing the eclipse. Aristotle noticed that the Earth's shadow was always round. This is what you would expect if the Earth was a sphere, but not if it was a flat disk. If the Earth were a flat disk, its shadow would be round only if the eclipse happened at a time when the sun was directly under the center of the disk. At other times, the shadow would be elongated, in the shape of an ellipse. An ellipse is an elongated circle. The Greeks had another argument for the Earth being round. If the Earth were flat, you would expect a ship approaching from the horizon to appear first as a tiny, featureless dot. Then as it sailed closer, you would gradually be able to make out more detail, such as its sails and hull. But that is not what happens. When a ship appears on the horizon, the first things you see are the ship's sails. Only later do you see its hull. The fact that a ship's masts rising high above the hull are the first part of the ship to poke up over the horizon is evidence that the Earth is a ball.